Hello everyone, my name is Zen, and welcome to our Long Dark Interloper series. Today, if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. I'll get you caught up so you know what's going on. Last episode, we started a brand new run, so if you're new to the channel, this is a pretty good place to start. We spawned inside of Pleasant Valley, and we weren't sure how well that was going to go, but we did manage to find some matches, and we have a little temporary shelter inside of the town. I think it's called Thompson's Crossing, which is where we're at now. Our goal for today is to try to make our way into Timberwolf Mountain, but I don't know where that entrance is from Pleasant Valley. I want to go there because I'd like to make our way to Ash Canyon so we can get the backpack and increase their carrying capacity. So, we're going to be doing a little learning here, because we don't really know this area. Let's get into it. Okay, we left off inside of the community center. It is a brand new day, full of brand new things. So, while we travel, I want to make sure that we have enough cloth, because we want to be able to make a snow shelter outside, perhaps inside of Ash Canyon. So we want to bring at least like 5 or 10 cloth with us, which might weigh us down a bit. Alternatively, we need to take a look at our food situation here. What are we doing? Okay, so I would also like to be able to cook pancakes because we have the syrup that's degrading. And if we could get the pancakes cooked sooner than later, that would put us in pretty good shape. So we can use up some of that food before we head out, and get rid of some of the weight in our bag as well. Should we eat beef jerky or carrots first here? I would argue that we should eat the lower conditioned food first, and that would be the oats, which we might want to start cooking, but this is really good for the road. So maybe we eat the crackers or the dog food. The dog food weighs the most, so I think we'll eat the dog food. We want to try to travel light into Ash Canyon, as long as we can find our way to Ash Canyon. That's going to be the challenge here. Okay, so we do have a book that can teach us cooking. However, I don't know if we'll get cooking level 2. But it might be worth reading this just because getting that skill right away would be useful, because we can cook bannock on the go, and we do have cooking oil, and we do have flour. So I think we're going to power through this book today, this morning. And then by that time, it'll be just past midday. Let's make sure we have enough food before we do that. We may eat another carrot before we start. We're probably going to need to go find more food pretty soon, though. So, but this is also a book we don't have to carry with us. Let's research. 5 hours. We're getting hungry. Can't focus on research when you're this hungry, unfortunately. Use it for another hour. We might just do a little bit of reading today. Hopefully we don't get cabin fever. I don't want to risk that. And we need more food. And what are we doing here? We've got a carrot and some potatoes. We can't eat the potatoes. They actually weigh quite a bit, so we should cook these on the stove. Excuse me. Let's eat some jerky and a carrot. And that should be enough calories to get us through that hour of reading. Jerky's really good, actually. Let's go to the book. Finish reading that book. Okay, so our cooking skill is still pretty low. So we're possibly not going to be getting pancakes right away. Maybe. Let's take a look at our skill set here. So, in terms of cooking, we're almost level 2. We have a base cooking skill. It might be blizzarding outside. It wouldn't be a bad idea for us just to sleep here once again, because we can restore condition before heading out, so reading books today isn't the worst of ideas. Now, what we can alternatively do is cook these potatoes since they weigh quite a bit. Take the saltine crackers with us on the go because they weigh not too much, as well as the beef jerky. This flour weighs a lot. So does the cooking oil. So that's quite a bit of food in our bag. So if we get rid of the potatoes beforehand, that would be the best move probably. So I would like to use this daylight in the meantime before that happens. We might eat a box of these crackers. We'll have to use another match. How many matches do we have right now? We have... Where are our matches? We have 11 matches, so we gotta really conserve these because we don't know when the next time we're going to be able to find matches is. Ari said that the only guaranteed match spawn inside of Pleasant Valley was at Thompson's Crossing, which is where we're at now. So any other matches we find in Pleasant Valley will be just based on luck. So we may have to go to Timberwolf Mountain, which I know there's most likely guaranteed matches in the building that is like the little shelter, outdoor shelter out there. So we'll head there. Okay, we're gonna need more tinder. Let's just harvest this newspaper so gets rid of a little weight in our bag. And what do we have for reading material? I think we put a couple books in here. Well, let's take a look. We have sewing primer, stay on target. So we can burn the wilderness kitchen. This frontier shooting guide, worth burning. Because we can't shoot. We don't have guns. Archery isn't going to be happening anytime soon. I think we're just going to leave this book behind, to be honest. We end up passing through here once again later on down the road. So keeping it here is probably a good idea. Sewing primer. Well, let's take a look at our skills. How are we looking on sewing? Mending. It's pretty low. We probably wouldn't get to level 2, even if we read that book. Field Dressing Your Kill would arguably be a better book because we might get more meat. I can't remember what happens when you get to level 2 on field dressing. This is a 10-hour book, though. So that's quite the book. It might be better to just keep this one on us and just read it when we have the ability to. And then just leave the sewing primer. We could take the sewing primer with us, too. That's just a lot of weight, though. You know what? We'll put it in our inventory. Decisions. Should we read sewing primer first? Or field dressing your kill? For utility, this one would be more useful first. Because, well, actually, being able to sew is important considering we don't have a lot of clothes right now. Both are important. I'm gonna say field dressing your kill. Food is always the most important. That's more on survival. Balancing this out is not gonna be easy, but yeah, we're gonna do field dressing your kill. We're not gonna be able to finish it right away, so we're gonna probably just do 2 or 3 hours here. We're gonna need to be able to start a fire right after. Okay, let's take a look at the food situation. Can we eat anything? We can eat the jerky or the crackers. Let's eat the crackers, and we'll have this one for dinner. We'll eat these. So we have enough calories to read. We're gonna go here. Do 3 hours of reading on the field dressing your kill book. And by that time, it should be dark and we'll have to start a fire. Or about to be. Oh, we have one more. Actually, we have one more hour. Let's do 1 more hour on this. Okay, now it'll be probably too dark to continue reading. But if we start a fire, we should be able to continue reading while we cook these potatoes.
I could eat anything right now.
Okay, let's get some water. And get to cooking. Okay, so we're going to start a fire. Let's light a torch. Hopefully we have enough firewood on us. I forgot to check. Start a fire. Torch, cattail head, book. Yes, but we want to use this book. Okay, 80% chance of success. Let's get that fire going. Yeah, I was reading through some of the comments from the video I posted this morning, and Engineer the Extreme, I just want to say thank you for the super. That was kind of you. You said that you should keep up with the shorts. One day a video is fine, since that's how I found you. I agree. I think the shorts are really important for building the channel. The only thing I've been struggling with lately is just I've been very tired. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I really like making these videos. I'm having a lot of fun with them. And I plan to continue building the channel. I just... There's some days where, you know, you can just get overwhelmed by the obligation you have set for yourself to always make sure a video goes out every day. And I know that's what I'm building, so I'm okay with that. You know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. That's just how it goes. But yeah, some days it can be a little lot. So I sometimes just dial back the shorts because it's the one spot where I can just take a little break and just make sure that long forms come out. But I do agree they are pretty important because if you don't make them, you don't get a whole lot of attention on the channel. and people, oops, don't always show up. So it does help bring new folks in to discovering the YouTube channel. So I do plan to make more. I think I'm just going to put these ones on the back burner here. We're going to cook all of these because they kind of weigh down a lot. We'll take them on the road. 1 hour, 46 minutes. Okay, I'm going to put this torch out. I'm going to put a cooking pot here, cook some water. Cook that. Add water. Okay, and in the meantime, while we wait, we're going to read. And we have an hour to read. And by that time, our food should be done. Some more water, too. Cooked potato. Cooked potato. Cooked potato. Cooked potato. Look at that. Okay, great. Let's add water. Okay, and let's eat a little potato. Probably have this for dinner, actually. And let's do a little reading, because we're awake, and we have the opportunity to do so. Yeah. Don't worry. I will still keep making shorts. I just dial them back occasionally when I need a break. That's kind of how I've been using them now. It's kind of... It does bum me out in a way, because there's obviously some videos where like, oh, if I clipped that, that would have been a really great video, and that would have done well on the channel. But I'm a one-man band. So until I can afford to be able to get a video editor, if one day I get lucky enough to be able to do that. Oh no, the fire went out. Oh god, I made an error. See, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking. If one day I can afford to hire a video editor, which would be nice if I get very lucky to do that. Yeah, I probably won't have to worry so much. But okay, so we burned out the fire because we weren't paying attention. We were talking. And we got our food, but do we want to keep cooking? Should we waste another match? Maybe. How much time is it? It's midnight. I think it would be better if we just slept and then took our cooking ware here. Oh, well, there goes another match. God. Well, we ended up wasting another match anyway, but we didn't even get to start the fire. Here, we leave that. We have non-potable water on us. I don't want to drink that. I'm just going to drop that. Drop all. Okay, let's go sleep. Okay, bedtime for us. But we need to eat some food first, so we're going to eat our warm potatoes. Make sure we have enough calories. We do. Okay, great. And it is sleeping time. Do we need to sleep for 10 hours? Ideally, yes, we do, because we want to have full condition restoration before we head out traveling. So let's sleep for 10 hours. We'll do a little bit of reading in the morning, maybe. Sounded like last night was an Aurora event. Maybe not. Okay, we have woken up. We need to get prepared for the day. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for the support and encouragement. Because yeah, I do plan to make those videos. Just if you see them less, it's usually because I'm taking a break and I need some rest. But I do plan to make more shorts. Okay. Now, where are we at right now? Is it daylight? We might have enough daylight to read. And how's this book looking? Well, we got 4 hours left. Let's do 1 hour research. We'd want to ideally leave around midday. And we're going to try to get to Timberwolf Mountain. The only issue is I really don't know how to get there. And my ballpark idea is here, hold on. So the world map is this. This is a world map. Okay, we're inside of Pleasant Valley. Timberwolf Mountain on the world map is northeast in Pleasant Valley. Now, I don't know if you can get to Black Rock from Pleasant Valley or not. You might be able to. I don't know. I don't remember the transition from Black Rock to Timberwolf Mountain, though. We want to get here. I don't know how to get here, so it's going to be a gamble. Hopefully we can find a way there. I do remember that Ari told us that there was a area in this area that takes us back to Coastal. I think you can get to Coastal from Pleasant Valley, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't want to go to Coastal. I know we might go to Coastal later on, but I don't want to go to Coastal in the beginning of this run. We've been to Coastal so many times. I feel like we're always at coastal. Okay, we could eat a little bit more food. Ooh, we ran out of potato now. Okay, and what's our cooking skill at? Are we able to make pancakes yet? So far, no. It takes a long time to get to a higher level cooking skill. That's a bummer. Well, we'll keep the pancake syrup on us, but it looks like it's degrading in quality pretty fast, and that's pretty bad condition. Bannock is not doable right now. Oats are. We could make oats. Okay, we should probably get ready to go. We could eat some jerky here. And we have crackers for the road. And a cooking pot, so we can make some porridge on the road too. We need a flask though. That's pretty important. Spray paint would be useful for Ash Canyon. But we'll probably be able to find a spray paint can somewhere in Ash Canyon. The whetstone we'll leave behind because we're probably not going to be forging anytime soon, especially if we're focusing on getting the backpack, which is our goal, to try to get to Ash Canyon for the backpack. Do we need to bring anything? We'll take the cloth with us. The leather, might want to just leave the leather behind or repair our boots now. Yeah, our boots are in pretty good condition. We'll probably leave the leather behind in here. The sewing primer, book we're taking with us. It's a good book, and we're almost finished the other book, so we can burn it soon. Stay on target we'll leave behind because we're probably not going to be doing any archery anytime soon, since we don't have any arrows or the ability to craft a bow and arrow yet. We'll need a cured birch sapling, so that's going to be a while. So we're going to leave that behind. We can always come back here. Okay, simple tools. We have quality tools, so these weigh less too. Sewing kit is probably worth taking on us because do we have a sewing kit in here? We have two. Actually, never mind. Let's leave the sewing kit behind. And worn driving gloves. Well, we can scrap those for leather. Don't need to. The salt we'll leave behind as well. Let's take a look in the fridge. I believe we left some stuff in the fridge here. We have carrots. We have 2 carrots and some sardines and some water. Well, this carrot might be okay. It's north of 25% condition. I'm going to eat this one. I'm going to eat this one right now. I think we'll be okay. I hope we'll be okay. I maybe shouldn't have eaten that. But we're okay. We turned out okay. The carrot wasn't that bad. That one and that are I'm not going to touch. Okay. New salty crackers. Okay, we're okay. We have some charcoal. There's some torches. Is there anything in our inventory that we need to drop before we go? Not really. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea cooking some porridge so we can stay warm while we travel. But that does mean starting a fire right away. And that might get blown out while we leave. Let's check the weather first before we decide to start a fire. Weather is very cold outside. However, it is bright and... wait a minute. Is this a corpse or is this a carcass? I think this is a corpse. I'm pretty sure this is a corpse. Yeah, it is. But we can grab some feathers here. Maybe. Never mind, I don't see any feathers. Okay. Let's go stay warm inside for now. Cooking some porridge would be useful because I plan to go that way. I don't know if that's the correct way, but I think that that's the way we want to go. At least I know the other way takes us to coastal, so I'm going to go in the opposite direction. And hope that that works. Okay, so we're going to cook some porridge to stay warm. We don't have any tea yet. Can we make tea? We cannot. We haven't picked up anything for tea. So we're gonna... Oh, do we even have any firewood? We don't. Okay, we need to get some firewood here first. Can we break some down in here? Need like a crate or two. This table. I search that. Metal chair. You can get scrap metal in here, so that's good. No, good news. We know that. Speaker. Wait, speaker? Nope. I'm not seeing any wood in here. I know there was wood in the other building, though. And we could break that down. How worth is it for us to cook porridge? Could we just leave? It's morning time, so let's go get a little wood. Better just have a little bit on us than nothing. Okay, so there was a building, I think it was this one right here, which had some wood inside of it. And if we break this down, we should stay warm while we're breaking the wood down in here. Not freeze. Yes, we're warming up. Okay. And maybe we actually get something for breaking this down. An hour and 30 minutes, an hour. This one gives us 6. This one gives us 4. Let's do this one. Okay, we're hungry now. Drink a little water. Okay, we got enough wood for a little fire. Enough to cook porridge. There wasn't anything else in here. Hopefully, by the time noon rolls around, it'll be less cold outside. Hopefully. Let's get back inside and cook us some brunch. Will be brunch? Yes, it will be brunch, because it's not noon yet. Between breakfast and lunch. Okay, let's place... Oh, wait. Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to start the torch first. Here we go. Start the torch. And we will place cattail head book. Is there any books I do want to burn? Probably. Not that one. Okay, just a regular book. Alright. Start fire. That's right, we're carrying like 8 books on us, which is firewood. We could have actually started a fire. Just burned books. Because it does weigh us down quite a bit. Okay. Get this little fire going. Here we go. Add some fuel. We're going to add some reclaimed wood. That should be enough. Keep the other in our backpack. Let's grab that potable water and cook that. Oops. Let's boil this. It's not much. It should be done right away. Okay, we're going to place our cooking pot. And we are going to cook ourselves some porridge for breakfast. By that time the water should be done. We should cook a little more water too. Always good to have extra water. Use the fire effectively. Okay, great. That should be done in 14 minutes. In the meantime, let's grab a few torches. Okay. I would like to take about 11 torches with us. We have... Okay, we need two more. 11 should be enough. Porridge is almost done. We're going to eat that. We might cook 2 meals of porridge here to start the day off. Because I don't know when the next time we're going to find food is. We'll probably find cattail along the way while we're traveling, but you never know. Fire is almost out. Throw that down. Add fuel. Add a couple sticks here. Porridge is done. Eat this. Take our cooking utensils here. Non-potable more. 19 minutes. We'll add a book. Wait for this water. Pick up our cooking skillet. How many torches? We have 10. Let's take 2. 1 extra is not too bad. Take that rune torch and let's get going. It is noon, so it's as warm as it's going to be outside for the day. It might warm up a little bit more. It's foggy though. We had clear skies earlier. So, what I was talking about before is, I believe, because we've done this run similar once before when we got to Pleasant Valley. If we went that way, there's a way to get to Coastal. So we're going to go this way and hope that there's something down this way. And I don't know if there is. And we're looking for Timberwolf Mountain. In the meantime, let's pick up some sticks that we can find along the way. We did take cloth with us, so we do have the option of building a snow shelter should we need to. There's a blizzard or something like that. We just have to do it out of the wind. Okay. Having a few 10 sticks is... So, oh god, I thought that stop sign was a bear. Okay. I could feel the anxiety just like rising in my chest in that moment. Okay. We're okay. We're gonna follow the power lines. And hope that that's a wolf. I don't want to hope that that's a wolf. That is a wolf though. We're gonna hope that we can find an exit out of Pleasant Valley. So there is also another connection between Pleasant Valley and Mystery Lake. We don't want to run into that one, which would be the Winding River. So if we find that one, we'll have to turn around. Keep an eye out for Timberwolf Mountain, because that is our destination. Can we get in this truck? Yes, we can. Is there anything in this truck? No, there is not. We continue. So we're warm. My question is for how long? Okay. Well, it's a nice morning out. Maybe we'll get a little reishi mushroom here. Ah, there is reishi mushroom here. This is good news. Well, this is tea. The one thing we really need is a flask. And if there's any reason for us to go to a Desolation Point, it'd be to get a flask. Though we might find another flask somewhere else. Okay, it looks like there is a carcass there. Could start a fire, get some food, and a hide. The gut would be nice too. But considering I don't know where the next shelter is, I kind of want to leave it behind. I don't want to risk it right now. I want us to find Timberwolf Mountain. This run, I really hope that we can effectively use our time in the beginning of the game a little bit better, since in the last run we didn't use it so well. We kind of did too much backtracking, so if we can keep things moving, that would be ideal. So we're kind of heading back to where our spawn was. There goes our warmth bonus. I think we should follow the creek here. We're going to follow the creek. Okay, let's make sure we don't lose our fire. This fire is also going to protect us against wolves. The reason why I'm thinking we follow the creek is, one, we get cattail, which is tinder and food. And two, it's leading us towards the edge of the map, which is possibly where we'll find a transition to Timberwolf Mountain or to another area. And just being able to get a better sense of Pleasant Valley is important. So, moving here from Thompson's Chalk Crossing, we'll see what we find. You know, I do like how every area in this game, even though it's all full of rocks and wood trees, does feel very unique. It has its own vibe, its own feeling to it. Some areas feel more lonely than others, while others are a bit more cozy. I'm curious what your favorite area is in the game. Like, what is your favorite region in the Long Dark, and why? I've been actually wanting to ask that question for a while. I keep forgetting about getting to ask it. I would have to say personally, my favorite area so far is probably Mystery Lake, because it connects to so many other regions, and I like the cabin, the camp office as a home base. I really like that camp office. It just feels super cozy. That's probably my favorite region. But I mean, all of them I like. There isn't really any region I don't like. Yeah, very curious what you guys think about your favorite region. Which region it is. I'm curious. Okay. Tons of rose hips here. This is great news. When you see rabbits, it's good luck. Crossing there. Oh, I thought that rock was a bear. Okay. Let's get a little closer to the edge of the map here, and maybe we'll find a transition. There's a rabbit, so... 2 rabbits. So maybe there is a transition over here. What time is it? Still just past midday. Bear. Ah, okay. Ankle sprain. I stopped talking there for a little while because the music was just such a vibe. Okay, we're gonna get to the top of this and then bandage our ankle because we might get a second ankle sprain. You never know. Hopefully not. Now we're losing condition, and I think that's because of that ankle sprain. Thankfully, sleeping was really worth it, because we did manage to get quite a bit of condition restored. And I'm glad we made those bandages when we did. Worth it. Okay, we're not losing any more condition from the sprain, though we do have some pain. Ooh, Karen. I have no idea where we are right now. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea for us to start a fire and do a little cartography to get an idea of where we are inside of Pleasant Valley, since we have never really explored this region much before. We probably have enough sticks to start a small fire. Here's a little spot right here. This could work. Good a spot as any. Let's get a little fire going. Yeah, I was thinking that I've been trying to learn how to commentate a little bit better, but you know, trying to find information on that on the internet is actually not very easy. I've come across a few videos, but for the most part, I found like no one was really giving any super useful information on how to commentate well on a gaming Let's Play. Now, I'd really like to be able to start this darn fire. And so I had to start thinking, how do I do this better? Like, how do I improve the skill? Because on this channel, I don't really like to edit. I haven't really been a big fan of editing because I just like the idea of raw content. Like, being able to just hang out with somebody. There's no, like, polish to it. It's just you and that person, and I like that vibe. That's the kind of content I like to watch. So I figured that should ideally be the content I like to make. So the only thing I've come up with thus far is being able to ask questions like, how do I do this better? And try to answer that myself. And that's as far along as I've gotten. But I did come across the idea that sometimes it's good to talk, and sometimes it's good to be quiet for a while. And I like that. I thought that was kind of useful. Okay, let's craft some rose hips while we wait for our porch to cook. Okay, porch is done. We'll eat that porch. And we're going to cook some rose hip tea. Is that cooking levels? Cooking level 2. We can make bannock now. Does that mean we can make pancakes? Yes, we can. Look at what we're doing right now. Okay. Pancakes are arriving soon. Okay, cooking pot. We're going to cook some prepared rose hips tea because this gets rid of pain. I'm curious if the pain matters. You're suffering from the pain of an injury causing blurred vision and discomfort. Treat it or let it heal on its own. Doesn't feel like my vision's that blurry right now. It's okay. Wind's picking up. So I guess we'll drink this. We're going to cook more pancakes. Wait, we're going to take a look at the condition of the pancakes first. So the condition of the pancakes is actually good. So even though the maple syrup's in poor condition, because it's combining with the other ingredients, we're fine. So what we should do is actually just cook a bunch of pancakes right now. take the opportunity while it's here. Okay, add fuel to the fire. Book. We're gonna take a look at our stick situation here. We probably have a few torches we could craft into sticks. We do. Hopefully no animals smell our fresh pancakes on the fire. Knock on wood. That would be bad. Okay. Pancakes, done. Let's eat those. We're just filling up on pancakes. Now, how much weight are we carrying right now? I'm not carrying too much weight, so we could probably cook a little water. Let's cook a... We're going to leave the porch for now. We're going to add some water. A liter of water, 30 minutes. Add fuel. We have some sticks. Okay, and while we wait for that to cook, let's take a survey of where we are. This is where we are. We've made our way west from Thompson's Crossing. Good to know. And we're going to cook a little bit more pancakes because that syrup condition is worsening, so we'll take the opportunity to fill ourselves up now. So, take a look at the map here. This is where we are, roughly. Yeah, for Thompson's Crossing. I'm going to guess that... Oh wow, we're on the southern part of the map. I'm going to guess that Timberwolf Mountain is over here, perhaps. So we might have gone the wrong direction, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to guess the entrance would be there, but I could be wrong. I think entrances can be anywhere on the region. So this is just based on like where it was on the world map. Okay, we're going to eat those. How many pancakes are we carrying in our inventory? Do we eat them all? Oh, we have another pair. Another set. Okay. Do we want to cook more? We could cook 2 more sets of pancakes so we have them for the road. They don't need to be hot. Might as well use up that syrup before it like degrades in condition. Non-potable water, campfire. Okay, could add a few more sticks. How many torches do we need? We could pick up 2 more torches. Okay, we're going to also cook some more rosehip tea just to stay warm before we head off into the night. Where is our tea here? I shouldn't have been passing time waiting for the pancakes. I should have been preparing rosehips. I made a mistake. Prepare those. Take that with us. Take our cooking skillet. We have prepared all of the pancakes. Everything else is just left in our inventory. We'll just have to keep an eye on the conditions so we can still eat them before they go bad. We're going to drink this rosehip tea. Should keep us warm for a little while. Pick up our cooking pot and add a couple more sticks to the fire so we can cake 2 torches and stay on the move. Okay, it's time to continue. And hopefully the wind stays mild or goes away. It's starting to get dark out. And the one thing about the long dark is if you don't know the area you're in, I see an acorn tree. If you don't know the area you're in and you're traveling outside in the dark, you're at a pretty big disadvantage. Because you can get caught in a blizzard or a predator can find you and you might not have any fire. Things can go wrong very quickly. So we should start looking for a shelter for the evening, and I think our best bet to find that is usually going to be like a cave on the outside edge of the region. So we're going to go towards this wall over here and hope that we find a transition to another area or a cave that we can hole up in for the night to stay warm, just in case there is some bad weather. I see some beard lichen, which is important to get because we don't have any antiseptic. Ah, and a deer carcass. Oh, there goes our fire. Darn. Okay, well, so much for that. We don't have a flare, so if we encounter a wolf, we'll have to try to back ourselves into an area that has some fire protection or wind protection, and then try to light a match there. So important that because we don't have fire right now, we try to stay close to rock walls. This is worth grabbing for later, just in case we have an injury and we need to heal and prevent infection. We'll leave this for later. Okay. Oh, and speaking of caves, what do we have here? Hilltop Cave. Now, ooh, and a bed in here. Excuse me? Now this changes things. Okay, so there's a deer outside, and I've been told that gut does cure in the back of a cave. So it would be useful for us to grab the gut, put it in the cave here, and then continue on our way, because it's nighttime, we're gonna have to sleep anyway. And the deer is right here. The only thing is, how long does it take for us to get this gut? And we have to do it by hand, so it could be a fairly long time. We did drink that tea. We are warm. Cannot use bare hands. Ah, it's more 50% frozen. Even if we put a fire here, it's just going to blow out in the wind. Okay, well, in that case, perhaps we stay at the cave for the evening to start a fire. We'll sleep here, chart the area, and try to figure out game plan at dawn. We have enough food for the evening. We just need warmth, and the important thing is firewood. So let's see what kind of firewood we can grab before the night ends, or the night begins. There's a hunter's blind here. Might find something good in there. We might get lucky. You never know. And the maple saplings out right here too. Oh ho ho. Speaking of getting lucky, guys. Game-changing run item here. Insulated flask. That is so lucky to get this early in the game. Okay, we're not getting much for wood here, and we're going to need enough wood if we're going to be able to survive inside that cave. Okay, it's just the trees creaking. A little paranoid. I'm not seeing any sticks. Oh, it's a rabbit! Oh my god. I thought it was a bear. I have never been spooked by a rabbit in this game. That's a first. Oh my god. My heart. Okay, where's the sticks? Harmless little rabbit. Let's try over here. You know, for all these trees over here, you would think we'd be able to find some sticks. This looks like a crevasse, ravine. I don't know if we'll be able to find anything over here. I'm getting a sense of where we are. Ooh, Karen. Well, we don't really need this. This doesn't really do much. I mean, I think if you collect a lot of these, you get like a, maybe an achievement or something. Well, let's do a little running outside here, see what we can find. We need to get some more firewood, and we're at a condition where we don't have any. Okay, branch. I don't want to break this down because it's just going to make us freeze right away. And it's only going to give us like 3 sticks. There's a stick. This isn't much though. It's only a stick. This is not the most inviting of locations to sleep for the night. Ah, here's some more sticks. Okay. We're gonna have to take a chance out here for a little while and risk some hypothermia just to get enough firewood for the night. It's important. It's dusk is settling in. I don't want to stray too far from the cave. Keep an eye out for predators too. You never know what you can find. At least the cougar is kind enough to show itself up on the map. I feel like it's like, hey guys, you know, we're in the local area. I just want to let you know. Just give me your map here. I'm going to draw this on the map for you. This is where I live. Just don't come over here and I won't kill you. Thanks. Okay, bye. Very nice of the cougar to do that for us. Very kind of it. very courteous cougar. Okay, well, it's not a lot of firewood. I don't know if that's going to keep us going through the night. Definitely not. We might have to go back out. We can probably sleep in small increments. But it is something. Better than nothing. 10 minutes. We'll do it. Hypothermia risk, yeah, but it's 3 sticks. It's more than 0. There's more firewood over there. But we don't have a hacksaw, so it's probably not going to keep us warm. The question is, how warm does this cave keep us? Does this cave keep us warm during the evening? Probably not. Oh, it does. Oh. The only question is, does it do that during the night? Let's take a look at the current condition here. It feels like 3 degrees, so we're actually warming up. Maybe it keeps us warm during the night. No guarantee. Bed warmth bonus of +2 degrees, so perhaps. We're probably going to want a little fire here anyway, but we don't necessarily need it right now. Let's eat this, because it's 98 calories. We can read. Let's try, we're warming up right now. Let's try reading for now. See what happens. Try getting that field dressing or kill book finished. Here we go. Where's our reading book? Let's read for 1 hour, see what happens. Warming up slowly. Okay. Still seems to be warm even though it's getting darker outside. Do we have enough daylight to continue reading? Maybe. We could try 1 more hour. Until then, we'll probably need to start a fire. The sun has gone down. Okay. 9 out of 10 hours. It's dark out. It is dark out. Okay. Well, at least we're semi-safe. This is not a bear cave. At least I don't think there is. There's no bear bones. We're going to put a fire here. We need a fire right now. For light to read, but we could also just try to sleep. Okay, considering the current state of affairs, it doesn't seem like it's windy outside anymore. So this could be a good opportunity for us to make that fire by that deer and get the gut, put it in the cave, then sleep in the cave after we've gotten the gut. I think that'll be our plan. Let's go check how windy it is. It looks pretty calm outside. Problem is, it's gonna get cold out there. Wait, are we warming up in the back of the cave anymore? Let's double check. Oh, we're not warming up back here. Ah, that changes things. Never mind, we're not gonna get that deer. Okay, in that case, we're gonna start a fire and try to stay warm throughout the night inside the cave. Let's put the fire by the bed, since we do not have a bedroll yet. And we're going to start our fire with 80% chance of success. We don't have to sleep here for the whole night. We can just sleep here as long as the fire can go on and then head back out and continue through the night to look for a transition into Timberwolf Mountain. We may find it, we may not.
Turned out pretty well.
Alright. Add sticks. That's not much fire, gotta say. That's 2 hours of fire. Warming up, but not the best place to find ourselves. Let's take a look at our current amount of items we have in our inventory. So for food, we don't have much for food. First aid. We didn't burn all our reishi mushrooms, did we? No, I'm pretty sure there was more reishi mushrooms we had. We just have to prepare them. Oh, that's right. Good looking over here. We have tons of reishi mushrooms, so we have 5 reishi mushroom tea. I think that'll be what we're doing today. Okay, so let's get this started. We won't be sleeping tonight, most likely. We'll have to keep pressing on, but the cave is a nice little pit stop. We're going to cook reishi mushroom. And then we're going to prepare more. We're going to put this in our flask so we can stay warm while we travel. Okay, cook more. Where's our flask? Flask should be right here. Transfer. Hot tea. And let's prepare more. Okay, take the tea. I'm feeling like I'm just going to turn off character voice lines entirely now, because I still hear them, and now I'm finding them kind of annoying, just because they're so quiet. I feel like I am joining the community and finding these character voice lines annoying. Okay, options. Audio. Voice. Off. Confirm. If you guys are upset about that and don't like that, please let me know. I'm just going to leave them off for now. Okay. Did we get more tea? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, it's an Aurora event. We don't want to go outside tonight. That changes things. Okay. We're going to cook more reishi mushroom. And we're going to craft more reishi mushroom. Okay, well, we can try to burn a little time inside the cave. We won't have a lot of time. We could burn the last of our firewood. I don't know if that's the wisest idea. Okay, we can pick this up for now. We don't need to cook at the moment. Could cook more tea, but we don't need to right now. So we're just going to take our cooking pot. We've got 51 hours, 51 minutes on the fire. I definitely don't want to travel during an Aurora event because there's like super wolves and super bears outside. And I don't feel like coming across a super saiyan bear right now. So yeah, we're gonna chill in here. Try to keep this fire going for a little while. It's not gonna go forever, but it'll go for a little while. Then it's less time spent outside during the Aurora event at the very least. Okay. An hour and 41 minutes. Could get an hour of rest. It's probably better to get an hour of rest than to read. I think that's what we'll do. Just delay exhaustion for a little while. Can we map right now? It's an Aurora event. We can. Okay, this is more useful. Hilltop Cave. This is where we're at. Okay. Well, I think from here we're going to want to go north. That'll be the plan. I'm going to sleep for an hour. Take the opportunity. Fire's going to go out. But maybe we stay warm in the bed while we sleep back here. Maybe. No guarantee. Okay. Fire is still 25 degrees of warmth. Might keep us going for another hour if we slept. Might be kind of worth it. I think the Aurora event passes after midnight, but I could be wrong. But if we do that, we lose our match. I don't know what the best move here is. Let's go take a peek outside, see if it's still Aurora event. Looks like it might have gone away. Nope. Still an Aurora event. Okay. Wisest course of action would be to stay in this cave, because we don't know what's out there. Just don't know if we'll stay warm. We're going to sleep for an hour at a time here, so we don't get too cold. And hopefully we're okay. Okay, we are losing warmth, fortunately, and I'm sure that our flask is now cold, most likely. Oh, it's not. Okay. In that case, let's drink some tea. Stay warm. We've rested a little bit. Is the Aurora event over now? Because it's past midnight. It looks like it might be. Ah, okay. We're okay. Looks like the Aurora event is over. Well, on that note, we could get the gut. Gives us food, but we don't have enough firewood, so we can't. We're gonna get a move on. And we're gonna go northbound. It's really cold outside. Ooh. Maybe we should not go outside right now. We don't have any wood. Yeah, let's get back in the cave for a second. Let's just game plan this out. I can't see anything in here. Get to the back of the cave. Okay, we slowly lose warmth in the cave. Could wait till morning. Morning's still gonna be cold though. Okay. I do want this. I want that prepared. I want to make sure that we have some antiseptic in case there's a problem. All right. We have an emergency stim. Gotta remember that we have an emergency stim. Okay. We're here. I think our best chance is to go north. That's the only idea I have. That fire inside of our... Not fire. That warmth inside of our flask is not going to stay warm for long. I don't think. And we're going to get pretty cold pretty fast, and we're going to get exhausted pretty fast. But we can't stay here because there's just no firewood. We have to stay moving. So we have to take a chance with the cold and chance with hypothermia. So that's what we're going to do. We don't have a whole lot of options. So let's eat some pancakes. So our belly is full. And we'll leave that for later, in case we want to sleep. See a little rabbit, which means good luck. Let's get on our journey. I believe we head this way. Oh boy, I do not like traveling in the dark at night without a torch. I mean, we have a torch, we could light it, but I don't want to unless we need to. Is that an animal down there? I can't quite tell. It's very dark down here. Oh, I think it's a tree. It's another problem when you're traveling in the dark. You can't tell what is a tree and what is not. What is a tree and what is not a tree. It's a very spooky owl. I keep thinking those are bears. Okay, I just want to light a torch. I want to have a torch on me. That made really little difference, but it makes me feel better having fire in front of me. Okay, we're looking for a possible transition cave. Is this a cave? No way. It was that close. You gotta be kidding me. Is this a transition cave? Or were we just like chilling there the whole time? We were totally fine. There was no, this is a regular cave. There was a corpse outside. Oh, but firewood. Wonderful. That's a good find. Could go back and get that deer gut. We do have enough firewood now. Is it worth it though? Honestly, I think it could be worth it, but I also feel like at this stage, it's more important for us to get to Timberwolf Mountain because it's going to be a while before we pass back through Pleasant Valley if we're going to Ash Canyon. And I would rather us find that transition sooner than later. I feel like that gut would be a gamble, and we wouldn't end up using that gut or that hide anytime in the future, and we might even, like, completely forget about it. We could write it down, but we might, it just might, it could be useful, but it might not be. We might be, like, later on be like, oh, why didn't we do that? We could have just saved ourselves so much time, but I'm gonna pass this time. I'm curious what your thoughts were. Would you have gutted the deer at that cave and left the gut in the cave to let it cure? Or would you have moved on? Okay, oh, I got spooked again. I thought that was a bear. Okay, that's a very aggressive slope. I don't think we're going to be getting up that anytime soon. Northbound, here we go. Let's try to get off the slope if we can so we don't have an ankle sprain. Branch. Stick. At least the Aurora event is over. And rabbits, good luck. We're in the protection from wind right now. Oh, more sticks. We should grab these. Hello. Okay, maybe we'll find a transition soon. This place looks familiar, but I don't think I've been here before. Maybe I've seen it in like a video or something. There might be another cave over here. We need to swap our torch out soon. Right away, almost. Let's probably do it right now. Is that a cave? I can't quite tell. That might just be a rock. It's be a good time to use the final piece of reishi tea inside of our inventory because it's still hot. Okay. It's the last of our warmth bonus. So we're now flying blind. Yeah, it doesn't look like a cave there. Looks like a rock, as far as I can tell. Yeah, it's a rock. Everything looks like a cave in the dark in this game. Alright, making our way down a pretty long slope here. Perhaps we'll find some sort of civilization this way. Because that looks like a road. So this is likely a transition to either Blackrock or Mystery Lake over here. No guarantee, but there is a rabbit. That means good luck. The long curve. Possibly... This might possibly be the winding river, because I do see a creek here. If that is the case, we're going to have to stay on the move. What was that noise? Check the vehicle. Anything in the glove box? Nope. Visors are... So we can sleep in this vehicle, actually. The problem is we don't have a whole lot of firewood. But sleeping in the vehicle could be a good thing, because we could just set a fire outside for like 2 hours. Sleep in the vehicle, get a little bit of rest. We'll make note of that. The vehicle is there if we need to sleep. And we might have just enough firewood to do so. I'm going to take a ballpark guess that this is either Blackrock or the Winding River. I don't know for sure, but it looks kind of Blackrocky. It's got that Blackrock vibe to it, you know? Wow, this is cool. Well, we're going to find out for sure, so we know. That's important. Once we know, that'll help us navigate for future episodes. So any information in this game is very useful. Yeah, streetlight. Suspicious. Because Timberwolf Mountain does not have any, like, Keeper's Pass South. I'm gonna guess this is Blackrock. Let's take a look in here. What do we got? I feel like Keeper's Pass is not the way to Timberwolf Mountain. The reason why I say that is because Timberwolf Mountain doesn't have any signs of civilization outside, and Keeper's Pass does. So I think we're going to turn around and keep going. You're going to be like, that was actually the way to Timberwolf Mountain and you went the wrong way. That might be the case. That might be the case. But I'm going to stay on the move here and just take an educated guess from the limited knowledge I have that that is in fact the wrong way to get to Timberwolf Mountain. Okay, we continue. And it looks like we have to get some cattail on our way to Timberwolf. Now, we might actually need to sleep in that car because we're getting pretty cold and we are getting tired. How much firewood do we have? 2 pieces and some sticks. It's like 3 hours at best. It's not a lot. It would only give us a little bit of rest, not much. Probably be better to just stay on the move. Oh, a deer. Well, we could get food and gut, but still, better just stay moving. Cattail, perhaps, and tinder. Yes, this is food. Thankfully, the weather has been very nice to us right now. We gotta make our way to Ash Canyon. Hopefully we can get there fast enough. Okay. Down the creek we go. Yeah, it's getting pretty cold. We're going to need to start a fire soon. Though we're not at risk for hypothermia yet, we can kind of play with that a little bit because we know how that mechanic works a little bit better now. We have more time than we think we did. I still don't want to stretch it. I don't want to push our luck. We do have enough firewood for 2 hours of fire, which is enough to warm us up. But the problem is now we're losing condition. So, yeah, warming up might be a good idea. There is a trade-off to risking hypothermia. We do have enough to make some tea and throw it in the flask, so it might actually be a good idea while we're traveling. Looks like there's a little space here to create a fire out of the wind. Oh, wait, this goes up. Where does this go? Is this also out of the wind? I mean, I suppose. Curiosity's getting the better of me here. Okay. We need to swap our torch out. Let's do that. Ah, we used a match. God dang it. I thought I had got that down. Is this a cave? Oh, this might be a cave. Could be a transition cave. Let's find out. Oh, it's a bear cave. It's a bear cave. Back up, 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 back up. Okay. Onwards we continue. Hopefully a little farther away from that cave before we start a fire. Is that a bear over there? Is that a rock? Can't tell if that's a bear or a rock. Everything looks like a bear in this game. Yeah, I think it's a rock. Doesn't seem to be moving. Okay, very important we start a fire soon, because now we're starting to lose a significant amount of condition, which we can get back from sleeping, but still. Exhaustion will also make us lose more condition, so... we should do that. We just need a place for a fire now. Okay. Could be something over here. We'll stick to the other edge of the map, so we can hopefully find a way out of here. At least we know Pleasant Valley a little bit more. Not particularly well, but anytime you can explore a new area in this game, it can give you some more advanced knowledge that you didn't have before. Okay. How's the condition looking for hypothermia? Okay, we're okay. We're still losing condition, but as long as we don't get hypothermia, it should be okay. But man, there's not really any spots to start a fire here under the cover of wind. It's kind of a tough spot to be in over here. I think we gotta go that way. I think that slope is too slopey to go up. Okay, we're gonna keep going this way. Wait, is this a snow shelter? Is this a snow shelter? No, it's just some snow. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's make sure that we light this correctly this time. Okay. Yeah, we need a fire soon. As soon as possible. I mean, it's not like do or die, but still. Can we get up here? I think we can. Let's go this way. Is there anything up here? Probably not. Sprained ankles up here. That's what's up here. Okay, great. Well, that's fun. Let's get off the slope. Off the slope we go. Alrighty. Off the slope we are. Does this count as fire? Wind protection? Maybe not. Yeah, kind of. Right here? Sort of. Yeah, it's a little protected from the wind. Not a lot, but better than nothing. Okay, let's get a fire going. Heal that sprained ankle. So far, Pleasant Valley has actually, in fact, been quite pleasant. I have no complaints at this time. Aside from that couple bear encounters we nearly had. Could have been bad. Oh, we've healed our sprain risk somehow. Oh, it's a sprain risk. Still have to heal our ankle. Okay, let's place this and start cooking red reishi mushrooms. And in the meantime, we will bandage our ankle. Great. Healed that. Let's place this. Cooking pot. Could we add I should add a book. We don't have any books. That should warm us up. And cook porridge. Don't really need it right now. Just eat these pancakes. How much cattail we have? Eight cattail. Not much. We're going to craft reishi mushrooms. Is that an Aurora event? Excuse me? Oh god. It kicked back on? Okay. Well, that's bad. Hopefully that's over right away. Okay. Cook this. Could cook porridge. We don't really need to cook porridge right now. Get a stick. Fire. We're warming up very slowly. Prepare more mushrooms. Okay. I should warm us up a little bit. Prepared rose hips. Yeah, let's do that too. It's almost dawn, so that Aurora event should be over soon enough. Fortunately, now we're getting tired. Tinder plug, we don't need. Bandages we could use. Hopefully that tea doesn't burn in the meantime. Okay, let's put this away in here, flask. Add fuel. I'm gonna add the last stick too, try to warm it up as much as possible. How much water do we have on hand? We have 1.5 liters, so we're gonna cook some water. Yeah, let's get that cooking. Can we do anything else? Well, I can maybe repair our clothes. We're pretty exhausted though. 94, 98, 84, 97, 91, 88, 97, 95, 94. We're doing pretty okay on clothes. Could read. Nah, we can't read. We're too tired. But we can warm up, thankfully. A little bit anyway. We're gonna cook this tea. Oh, I just burned the tea. Ah. Well, it's morning time. Okay. We're not that warm yet. Okay, pick that up. Hey, that sucks. How's our tea and our flask doing? Actually, we're gonna transfer this out and re-warm it up. I made a mistake there, guys. I made a mistake. I fast traveled time on the wrong burner. Okay, and wasted tea. Let's put a little bit in the flask. We only have one tea in the flask. Okay, we're gonna drink the other one. Okay, so we're not in the worst of spots, but not the greatest of spots either. We're warm enough for now. Still cold out. I'm gonna grab like 11 torches here. Actually, I'm gonna grab as many torches as possible here, because whatever else we don't use, we can turn into sticks. If we remember to keep them. Okay. We'll take one more. Here we go. Feel their pain. Warming up. Pleasant Valley in the morning. Burdock roots. Fall in the creek. I don't know where this goes. We might end up doing like one giant circle, but we're on the edge of the map, so we're following something. So far, Pleasant Valley feels very bare. I mean, so does Forlorn Muskeg. A lot of areas in this game do feel quite bare. But it feels particularly bare. Maybe it's just because we haven't found a whole lot of civilization. Now this could be a transition over here. I hear waterfall, so perhaps not. Could be something valuable over here, though. I only see cattail. Crows. I don't see a cave. I don't know. I don't have high hopes, but you know what? Maybe there's a backpack or something. We'll check. Doesn't look like there's anything now. Just wasting time. Yeah, I don't see anything. Okay. I didn't look very hard, but I want us to keep going. I don't want to lose any more condition. We gotta find the transition to Timberwolf Mountain as fast as possible. So far we haven't, like, I mean, there was that transition to, I think, which would have been Blackrock, which arguably could have been fine, because we could have gone from Blackrock to Timberwolf Mountain. I just don't correctly remember how we got there last time. We did find our way out of Blackrock to Timberwolf Mountain. But I don't remember from there how we got to the Timberwolf Mountain safe area that is in the middle of the map. Okay, this is just a sprain risk. Let's get off this. Some cattails, a welcome sight. Man, I miss fire starting level 3. We gotta earn that all the way back again. Dang it. Oh well. I wonder, there must be a badge for, oops, for collecting a whole bunch of, like, fires started. Like, for the most fires started. There's probably like a fire starting badge, I would imagine. Ah, sticks, okay. We need these, very useful. Alright, I think we're getting towards the northern part of the map now. This looks like the northern corner. Ah, look. There's shelter. Whoa, what's that? It's a gravesite? What is this? This looks strange. What are we walking into? Is this like a place where the cannibals eat? This looks really creepy. There's a rabbit, though. A couple of rabbits. That's good news. And some firewood. Why are these? Are these pyres? What is this place? It's so creepy. Why are these here? I'm creeped out. It feels like something I'd watch in a horror movie. There might be a shelter here, there might be a transition cave there. So I think we're in the right area. Whoa. Wolf carcass. 3 strikes farmstead. Battle happen here. Take the feathers. It's a lot of feathers. Let's check out the homestead. Might get a hacksaw, maybe a hammer. Who knows? Maybe there's a shelter here. Might not be. This looks like it's in ruins. It's a very creepy location. Oh, there's so many carcasses here. You know, if there was an indoor spot, it'd be kind of worth harvesting. Oh, firewood, good. Okay, we need another fire, don't we? Torch, cattail head, reclaimed wood. Stick, 60%. Do we have a book? I think we're out of books. Yeah, we are. Okay. Stick. This little fire keep us going for a little while. Maybe I should have put this beside a carcass. But I kind of feel like I just don't know Pleasant Valley well enough to feel confident of like harvesting that carcass and like knowing where to go next and having a plan. It feels very like up in the air. What did I just throw in? I think I just threw my last stick in there. Dang it. Cook. Oh, we're out of tea. Darn. We still have a little bit in the flask, but we'll drink that. I don't know if this fire's gonna keep us warm. Probably not. Hold on, let's see if we can find something to warm us up nearby, or more firewood. Let's keep the fire going for a little while so we're fully warm. poke around here. I see birch saplings. That's good news. It looked like there's a transition right there. Don't know for sure, but it looks like there's something there. Oh, firewood. Accelerant, nice. Oh my god, this book is amazing. Okay, so excited about that. Whetstone, nice. Okay, that book is huge though. Stones. Nope, nope, nope. Ooh, yes. Yes. Nope. Why is there so much meat in there? That's so strange. Someone was hunting here and things went very south very quickly. Okay, peeled our hypothermia risk, which is good news. But we still need to warm up by that fire. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna warm up by this fire and we're gonna explore over there and see if there's a transition. It looks like there probably is. I just don't know where it goes. It might be the winding river. Add fuel. Okay. Just warming up a little bit. Too tired to do anything though. How many bandages do we have on us? 6. Okay. Well, ketchup chips, might as well eat those in low condition. Can we warm up a little bit more? If I add the stick. 25 degrees. 26. Still not warm. Let's get another stick and add it on the fire. $27. Come on, that should be pretty warm. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're warming up. Use all of our firewood, though. Okay, we have nothing to cook. We have some meat, though. That's good. Well, we could cook bannock. Don't really need it right now. Cook it, though. Do we need to repair any of our clothes? Everything is in acceptable condition at the moment. Wait, we have 2 toques. We do. Okay. We have a toque and a scarf. We survived 5 days. You know, I didn't think it'd be this long. I think we'd be at like day 3. Getting concerned because like 20 days in, you're usually like, if you don't have like forged and all that other stuff, world gets cold fast. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna pass time here for an hour. Warm up. Okay, I'm gonna take some torches. It's snowing, so a possible blizzard could be coming. Let's go check out this transition. Is this warm? Oh, no way. It was like de-thawing. An hour, 20 minutes. Guys, I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't want to chance it. I want us to get to Ash Canyon. I feel like I could be making a mistake. Like, maybe it would have been better for us not to focus on Ash Canyon and just forget about the backpack in general. Because I'm just not that experienced with Interloper yet. Like, it could have been a big mistake to, like, to focus on getting over there. But, yeah, I don't know. I would rather get to Timberwolf Mountain, get guts, and leave them in the hut there. Let them cure inside there. Rather than letting them, like, getting them random places at Pleasant Valley. I don't know if I'll come back to, because I just don't know this area that well. There's maybe a transition here. Maybe. We're already getting cold again. Yikes. And exhausted. We need to find a place to sleep. Stress. Okay. Well, there may be no transition here. We're gonna look and see what we find. Can't sprint anymore because we're pretty exhausted. We've lost quite a bit of condition. I think that's like the one thing about Interloper is that you really need to plan and strategize. And I'm okay with like the tactical day to day, but sometimes the long term is, oh god, it's a bear cave. All right, so it's not that way. Please don't lose me fire. Okay. Yeah, all right, I get the point. So that was the wrong way. And I don't know where to go. I think what I should have listened to was my gut and say, just head northeast. And that's probably where the transition to Timberwolf Mountain was. It could have been that area we went back there where we found that like southern crossing. I just think that that was Blackrock. It just had that Blackrock vibe to it, but I could totally be wrong. So, oh. We have to live with the consequences of our own actions. If it starts blizzarding out, we are in trouble. Wait, what's this? Is this a transition? Could it be? No, it doesn't look like it. Is it? No. No, I don't think so. Rats. Okay. Now losing condition again, and we're at risk for hypothermia. How lucky can we get? Stalker mode was so easy. Like, man. Oh, our little fire's still going. Looks cool from a distance. Stalker mode was so easy. This is tough bananas. Okay, well, we're not dead yet. We're still winning. As long as you're alive, you're winning. The one downside about going around the perimeter of the map is that you never know like how long it's going to take before you find an exit. So far, it's been a while since we've been able to find an exit. But the good news is, as I believe we're on the north side of the map now. So if there is Timberwolf Mountain and there is an entrance to Timberwolf Mountain, I think we're going the right way. We just went the really, really long way. But I think we're going the right way. And we got to see some new scenery in the meantime, which is nice. You know, the snow right now is reminding me of Breath of the Wild. Let me know if you're a Zelda fan. I love Zelda. Played it since I was like a teenager. I had a friend introduce me to the game. I had no idea. I knew nothing about Zelda. And he was like, oh, you ever played Zelda before? I'm like, I've never heard of it. And he's like, what? He invited me over to his house and he showed me Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which was my first Zelda game. And man, I just got hooked. And I begged, like, I'm like, can I borrow this game? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Like, he like wanted me to like borrow it just so I could play it. And I played it, had the time of my life, ended up buying my own copy, and yeah, became my very favorite Zelda game. I know some people are like, Ocarina of Time is the best. Don't get me wrong, I think it's great. But to me, Wind Waker just slaps more than any other Zelda game. I think because it's that childhood nostalgia that comes with it, you know? Okay, yay, sprained ankle. Well, we gotta deal with that because we'll lose condition faster if we don't. Ptarmigan. Okay, go to this, use this on sprained ankle. Unfortunately, we don't have anything for the pain right now, but it's okay. This is here, we're just gonna grab it. It's convenient. We gotta get going. But it's there. Take the opportunity. You never know. Okay. The Northern Road in Pleasant Valley. Can you imagine what it'd be like to actually survive out in the wilderness like this? how hard it would be. It would be so difficult. Like, if you were on your own, that'd be a real challenge. I don't know if I would call that a fun challenge either. It'd be pretty rough. Okay, we're gonna swap the torch out. We'll swap by the rock here. Might be able to make it up this slope here, actually. Check it over there. I think that's what we'll do. How much firewood do we have? None. Well, we have enough for a little bit, but it's not going to warm us up. Excuse me, we need like at least 30 sticks for a warm fire. So, keep an eye out for sticks. Might get lucky and find a transition cave. Also might not. Guess we're going to see. I would imagine the transition from Pleasant Valley to Timberwolf Mountain would be a cave. Is that a cave over there? Can't tell from here. It's snowing too much. Ooh, sticks. Okay. If we collect 30 of these, we can probably get a warm fire to delay hypothermia. Conditions getting pretty rough, though. We do have that stim, but that stim isn't going to keep us alive for long. It's only going to delay inevitable. Okay, some firewood here, but doesn't look like there's a cave up there from what I can tell. I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like the cave would be a little bit more obvious, like the transition would be a little bit more obvious, but maybe I'm making a mistake in thinking so. Such. I mean, there could be a... we should just check. Come all this way. If we missed it, that would kind of suck. And there might be nothing here, but I need to know for certain. I think we only have like 20 sticks, so... No fire for us yet, but... Ooh, wait, is that a cave? I think it's just a rock. Yeah, this is just a rock. Wait. Hold on. It's a rock. Okay, we came up here for nothing. But now we know. We are learning. Just learning the hard way. As we usually do. I don't know, I feel like some lessons, like learned the hard way, are better learned that way. Not all lessons, of course. Some lessons, if you learn the hard way, it could literally just maim or kill you or completely ruin your life forever. But some lessons learned the hard way, I feel like lessons that really stick with you, you know? Like they alter your life forever, and you think about it and how it impacted you, and you'd be like, yeah, that day, that changed me. I'm glad I learned that lesson. You may not be grateful in the way that you learned it, but you might be grateful that you learned it regardless. Okay. Well. This episode today is running a little longer than I usually like to, but that's okay. Some episodes are like that. I think my favorite recording time is about an hour and a half, which is what I try to aim for every episode. Sometimes it's a little under that because you feel like the next project is going to be something really big and better set for another episode. Sometimes it's longer because you're in the middle of something and you want to finish it before you finish the episode, so it feels like you wrap it up nicely. Kind of depends on how it goes. Every day is different. Wow, like, Pleasant Valley is absolutely massive. Jeez, I didn't think it'd be this big. We could really use a fire, like, badly. Because we're getting pretty low. Got 19 sticks. It's just not enough because we don't have any tea. Do we have tea? No, we don't. Until we find tea, there's no point in starting a fire. Tea or another 11 sticks. Okay, I'm seeing sticks. It's good news. Also, could be an area where there's a transition, or at least a cave. Like, warm up. I think I see a cave that looks like a cave. Please be a transition cave. Please be a transition cave. Okay, come on. We also really need to sleep. We're at the point now where we haven't slept long enough that the exhaustion is getting to the point where it could actually hurt or kill us. So, we need to be fast here. But that looks like it might be a transition cave. That looks like a special type of cave, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like a special cave to me. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm holding out hope, though. But at least we're going to have a fire to warm up. That's good news. We may be exhausted, but we'll at least get warm once more. Yeah, this looks like a regular cave. Darn. Well, we'll take it. Any cave is better than no cave. Get inside. Okay. Swap our torch out. Maybe we warm up at the back without even needing a fire. Maybe there's some coal in here. No coal. Oh, we're warming up though. Ooh. Okay, well, in that case, let's get a little fire going and warm up in here. And we're going to use accelerant because we have some lamp oil. Let's just use the lamp oil. Add fuel. Okay. We can cook. We don't really need to cook. Do we need to cook? How's our food looking? We can eat this. That's what we'll do. We'll eat. For now. Okay, we are warming up much faster now. That's great news. Hypothermia risk is pretty high. Pain from our foot, from the sprain. We're gonna eat, because it gets rid of a kilogram of weight, so it makes it a little bit easier for us to travel. How many torches do we have? We have 8. We're gonna add more sticks. Take a look at our inventory here. We're going to craft this into a stick. Okay. Whew. Let's take map. See where we're at. Cave. Oh wow, we have made a long journey. We have made our way all the way up here, and now we're going this way. So, best guess is there is a possible transition on the northeast side, which could mean that we would still have to make our way a little farther this way. That's where the transition might be. That is my best guess. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a longer episode today, guys. I'm going to try to make it there. I'm going to try to make it there. I guess this will be making up for that really short episode where we ended up having a short one a couple days ago. But yeah, we're going to try and make it there. That's the plan. That is the plan. Okay, we're almost warm. Because things are looking kind of dicey, and I just want to know if we're going to be able to make it to safety. I need to know. I can't leave the open loop in my brain. It'll drive me bananas. I need to know. Alright. Let's cook some porridge. I forgot about that. That can warm us up. I totally forgot that. Totally forgot about that. Okay. And hopefully we don't have bad weather. Okay. Porridge eaten. Okay, we're going to be warm for a little while. Let's take 11 torches. Looks like it might be windy outside. That's not good. And hopefully we don't lose our torch. We do. Yeah-oh. Okay, we got 12. Let's get a move on. And hope for a safe journey to what I hope will be Timberwolf Mountain. Yeah, just knowing, like, just having the knowledge of where all the entry and exit points are for each region is, like, such useful knowledge. I mean, of course, I could go Google all that, but I think it just takes away from the fun of learning the game. You know, I think what a lot of us can end up doing, and I've done this, I'm guilty of doing this myself, I have done this so many times, is I would get so obsessed about a game, I would just do constant research. I'd always be like watching every YouTube video about it, and like learning all these tips and tricks. And I liked that because it was cool, because you get to learn the game better and become pretty good at the game, you know, because you learn all those tricks. But I would find that eventually I would get bored with the game so much faster because I would just know how to do everything so quickly. And I missed out on the discovery element of the game, where you just play it and you just learn as you play. You know, you learn lessons the hard way. You fail and you get up and try it again. And I miss that challenge that made the game so fun. That, I think, is one of the best reasons just to play a video game, is to like try and fail like a lot, because it's one of those things that we do as humans in life too. And you don't learn any skill, you know, you have to fail in order to learn how to get good at something. You know, like the term failing upwards. I don't know, I feel like I do that a lot in my life, and I'm sure you guys probably do some too. Feels like the people who are always like very successful at something, you know, we always see their successes, but we never really think about like how many failures they had to go through to get to that level of success that they arrived at. It's easy just to see the look at where they are now and forget about all the stuff that took them to get there. Anything really. Obviously, some people have better starts and advantages in life than others. But yeah, for skill sets, I think, in a way, a lot of people are... A bedroll! Oh my god, that's huge. We could go back to that cave and sleep. We should probably do that, actually. But I want to press on. Okay, we've made a decision. Is the decision a bad one? Probably. This might be greedy, because I want to press on and find that transition cave. But if we do find a transition cave, and I don't even know if it's a transition cave, it could just be a transition into a like colder area. If we do find that, and it's a cave, we can sleep in the cave, and we should be able to warm up, because those transition caves are always warm. So, we just got super lucky just now. Getting a bedroll? Ooh, I hear a wolf. Okay. Possible transition over here. Maybe not. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, civilization? Possible wolf over here too. I heard a wolf a second ago. Is that a rope climb? Oh, there's no way we can make it up that. That could be where the transition is. Crap. Okay, but there is a cave nearby. If we were able to sleep and get enough stamina, we could maybe make that rope climb. What's this? This is a vault? What is this? I am curious. I know I totally got sidetracked from what I was saying when I found that bedroll. Open hatch. Whoa, 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 where was it? Where's this go? Yo, what? Prepper's event. This is, oh my god, this is the first Prepper's catch I've found about. I've heard of people talking about this. I've never found one before. Oh, sick. This is amazing. We can sleep in here. Oh my god. And we can craft in here? There's a bed. Metal shelf. Hold on, let's clear this place up. Even if we find nothing in here, this is like massive. Because we can stay warm in here. I think. It looks like we're warming up. Okay, we need to swap our torch out. Please don't go out. Please don't go out. We're good. Cloth. Holy cow. This is so cool. I thought there wasn't preppers caches inside of Interloper. I thought they were only spawned on Stalker. I heard someone say that in the comments once before, so that's why. Okay, this cabinet needs to get uprighted. Is there anything in this one? I mean, well, this is a huge find. Okay. Well, can we place this upright? Maybe. That box over there. Well, there's firewood, a little bit of firewood in here. Bed frame, bed, mattress. Does it like make a difference if I put the pillow on the bed frame? I can't. And if I wanted to. Okay, well, what's this? This is 2 degrees of warmth. If we put our own bed down, like so. Can we even put our own bedroll down? Let's put that cardboard over there. That cloth over there. Let's try to put a bedroll down. This is... Oops. How much warmth is this? This is 4.2 degrees of warmth. That's 2. Okay. So we could sleep in this. And it's nighttime too. Okay, I think we sleep. We just got lucky. We got really lucky. Super, super lucky. A bedroll's amazing. Holy cow. Okay. Let's sleep for 10 hours. If we sleep for 12, do we restore condition? No, we don't. Because if you sleep for 12, you actually lose condition from dehydration. I forgot about that. Okay, so we'll sleep for 10. Oh, that's good news. That's such good news. I'm glad we continued a little further. Okay. We're awake. Make sure we grab our bedroll before we do anything else. Pick up. Okay, we have our bedroll on us. We might need to do that in the next episode. I'm going to leave it here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Exploring Pleasant Valley, trying to escape Pleasant Valley towards Timberwolf Mountain. The only thing I'm really concerned about is the amount of time we've spent to try to make it out of this region. And it's taken us quite a bit of time, so by the time we get the backpack in Ash Canyon, the world could be very cold, and we might have taken too long. So I feel like we're in the danger zone already in terms of our long-term game. At any rate, we did survive another night, and sometimes you just gotta take it day by day. Thank you for joining me. I had a blast making this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Zen out.